my bro, we going spot to spot, he got 100 bags. You ain't got the pack of the Zod, bet we beatin' tag. Laser on God, we tryna tag a nigga, shit like laser tag. And you ain't told me I was doing good, you little hating ass.
Yo, Babo. We is here, man. Toronto's youngest Uda. The disturbing story of Kymani Wint. Let's get it, man. I'm here. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Turn me up, crew.
Police are calling it an unprovoked attack that has claimed the life of a woman in her 70s. Investigators say the elderly woman was fatally stabbed while in this North York Plaza. Another moving part.
This is new. Yo, my boy made it to 6 tails, bro. I'm proud of you, my boy. My boy Underground made it to 6 tails. He the one that got to interview the nigga. That shit was crazy. Young boy was like, I ain't feel nothing, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. They had to get Young Boy out of here. You feel me? Young Boy was fucking up the community. Like, when y'all watch this shit, gang. I watched the whole interview when Underground did this shit, bro. That young nigga ain't have no remorse. He ain't give no fucks. Gotta get him out the community. Turn me up. Let's get it.
The life of a woman in her 70s. Investigators say the elderly woman was fatally stabbed while loading her groceries here in this North York Plaza. Another moving part to this investigation is a video circulating online that appears to show a masked individual purporting to be the 14-year-old suspect talking about the murder on a live stream.
Broski, I didn't even mean to kill the old lady. All I want, I was trying to get the V from her as a free car. So man could whip it and do 1, 2 things in it. But fam, it went left.
Like, what went left? You feel me? What went left, bro? That some shit clicked in your fucking head. That monster clicked in your fucking head and was like, yeah, get him. You feel me? You could have pushed the... Yeah, give me the fucking keys, man. Get out of here, chump. And go do what you gotta do. You... Come on, bro. She got a daughter, grandkids, feel me? Maybe a son, a husband. Fucked up their whole life, feel me, doing that dumb shit. Let's get it though.
Toronto's reputation as a safe, multicultural city has been taking hits in recent years, with a spike in violent crime, especially among youth. But no case shook the city quite like the story of 14-year-old Kymani Wint. He's accused of stabbing 71-year-old grandmother Shanaz Pistanji to death during a botched carjacking on July 17th of this year. The killing didn't just shatter one family, it ripped through a community already on edge, leaving people wondering how a child could turn into a killer. And then came the part that made this case even darker, Wint's behavior after the fact. No hiding, no remorse. Instead, he flaunted the attention, hopping on interviews, bragging, and almost daring the feds to come get him.
I poked her, I caught, and fam, I wasn't even scared.
Online, the reaction...
I wasn't even scared, fam. Like, come on, bro. So it's like, we already know you've been out here doing other wild shit. If you're not, you gotta think about it, gang. I know I'm chatting early, but you feel me? I've been gone for a while, feel me? So I gotta get back. To her, the old lady, you gotta really, like, be a demon. It's like a heartless motherfucker. I'm not even gonna say a demon. You gotta really be a heartless motherfucker. You feel me? Just to hurt anybody older, like an older elderly person, like you just a heartless motherfucker, because you know they can't defend themselves. You feel me? You know they can't defend themselves, so you taking advantage of them already, like trying to rob them. You feel me? You already know this is an easy lick. Grandma, I'm sorry, but I think she was in a Rolls Royce. She living life, you feel me? But grandma, you gotta carry the blicky on you, you feel me? And you gotta use it. You gotta use it, feel me? You gotta use it, because young niggas is moving wacky, bro. Like, shit's crazy. Let's get it though.
Was explosive.
I'm chatting.
Some comments were in shock. 14 years old, dude is a lost cause, one Reddit wrote. Others took pity on him. It's sad because he's still a little kid, another person wrote. But for me, this story hit way closer to home. A little over a year before the murder, out of nowhere, I got an email from the teen killer himself. He wanted me to make a documentary about him, even providing me with his personal phone number before I could respond. And
you know how much clout that is? Like, you chasing for the story, gang. You chase... This nigga 6 be putting on work for nigga that be putting in work. I'm not saying you ain't putting no work, but we don't know about you yet. Your time ain't come, nigga. Stop rushing your time. Feel me? It's gonna come when it come. Stop rushing it, gang. You thirsty. You thirsty to show that you doing shit in the city just so you can go to jail. Relax, twin. I can't call you twin. Relax, Jack. That's the shit Young Thug was saying. Relax, Jack. Feel me? That's the new shit. Tell the nigga relax.
Indicating just how desperate he was.
I'm wondering. Oh my God, I'm wondering wait, what he say? What he say? Like a music video and an interview and a documentary. I'm wondering what's the price. Email and my Instagram but Instagram works better. Nigga, I'm texting it though, man. Fuck you talking.
Phone number before I could respond, indicating just how desperate he was. At the time, I brushed it off, figured it was just another clout-chasing teenager looking for some screen time. I couldn't have known then that this random message was the first chapter in a tragedy that would soon rock the entire city.
Yeah, I got me hype early, man.
Kymani Wint's story didn't start in the headlines. It started at home, and it wasn't pretty. People say he grew up in an abusive environment, and in one of the coldest cuts imaginable, his own mom allegedly called him ugly. That kind of thing leaves scars.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. You feel me? And your mother always gonna tell you the truth. Like, you getting mad over the truth. You was ugly, nigga.
Home, and it wasn't pretty. People say he grew up in an abusive environment, and in one of the coldest cuts imaginable, his own mom allegedly called him ugly. That kind of thing leaves scars. When home stopped feeling like home, Wint went looking for love and loyalty in the streets, hoping the bros would be the family he never had. But the streets weren't any softer. Crews that claimed to have his back ended up setting him up, filming the beatdowns, later posting them online for clout. The weirdest thing about this, though, is that in those videos, he'd smirk through the punches, almost daring the world to hit harder. That defiance became part of his identity. It wasn't just the streets that pushed him out, school did too. He was expelled from Woodbine Middle School, cutting off another
You gotta fix your wording, my boy. You gotta fix your wording. The school didn't kick him out. He kicked himself out the school. You feel me? We just gotta fix the wording sometimes. You feel me? The school ain't just gonna kick you out, nigga. You disturbing the students, huh? Come on, Jack.
the world to hit harder. That defiance became part of his identity. It wasn't just the streets that pushed him out, school did too. He was expelled from Woodbine Middle School, cutting off another chance at stability. Somewhere in that chaos, he decided he wanted to be a rapper. Under the name KNR, he dropped songs and tried to sell the image of being next up. But the truth, the music wasn't hitting.
Lock me up, they can't handle my rise. In the streets, I'm a beast. Got the fire in my eyes. Shots pops, body drops. At the Aubrey like I'm the king of 6.
The bars were weak.
Yeah, I see why your man set you up. Wasting studio time and money like that, nigga, telling me to pull up so you can just talk. You just talking, bro. You're not even trying to rhyme, no rhythm, no nothing, bro. You just talking. My fault, let me run this shit back. I paused it too much. This nigga's a crash out. He's a dumbass.
He dropped songs and tried to sell the image of being next up. But the truth, the music wasn't hitting.
Lock me up, they can't handle my rise. In the streets, I'm a beast. Got the fire in my eyes. Shots pops, body drops. At the Aubrey like I'm the king of 6.
The bars were weak,
He's
his flow was
talking.
shaky, and in a city stacked with real talent, he was getting clowned on more than listened to. To keep selling that street persona he wanted so bad, Kymani started claiming Toronto's first blood set, the Ardwick Bloods, like it was his crew, waving that red flag for extra clout. But even that came with even more questions. People from the block have since called Cap, saying he was really from Kipling, not Ardwick. Even his self-promotion had its quirks. Kymani ran his own website, and it was, I guess you can say, different. Right at the top, he called himself a self-taught rapper with a passion for featuring other artists via rappers, a line that didn't make much sense.
Does that mean?
Scroll further and you'd find photos of him throwing gang signs, flexing an obviously fake gold watch, and booking options where you can spend $50 to $1,000 for a feature.
Who's buying that? This nigga looks like, what's his name, Weldon? One of like, got him. He looked like that nigga, like his little brother type shit.
Or hang out with him for an entire day. Ironically, his biggest numbers had nothing to do with rap. 4 years earlier, at just 10 years old, he uploaded a video called If Elevator Had Trap Music, 1 hour loop, a remix of Kevin MacLeod's Local Elevator. It pulled over 62,000 views, more than most of his rap career combined. It was proof that Wint had always been chasing recognition, even before the streets came into the picture. But that search for belonging, online and in real life, would eventually lead him into a moment that changed lives forever. And to understand just how deep that impact went, you need to know about one of those lives, a woman named Shanaz Pistanji.
The retired geriatric nurse who used to work on the veterans unit at Sunnybrook Hospital went to run some errands and buy groceries at this plaza as she did every Thursday morning. Her husband says he became worried when she did not return home.
Normally I tell her, please take the phone. And she didn't take the cell phone. The cell phone was over here, so I couldn't contact her.
It was 2 hours later when he learned his wife had been stabbed around 9:30 Thursday morning as she was loading groceries into her car in what police now believe was a robbery that escalated into a deadly attack.
Before the news alerts and viral clips, there was Shanaz Pistanji, a 71-year-old grandmother who was the heart of her North York neighborhood. She wasn't just a mom of 3 and a grandma of 2. She was the type of person who'd check on her neighbors, drop food off at shelters, and still crack jokes no matter how rough life got. Family was everything to her. She lived for those weekends with her grandkids, especially her 2-year-old granddaughter, and was the rock her daughters, Dina and Yasmin, leaned on through every high and low. Dina says her mom always found joy in everything, even in the hardest times. She made sure everyone was okay before herself. Shanaz had also dedicated decades of her life to caring for others. She'd been a nurse, spending 15 years at Sunnybrook Hospital working in geriatrics and with veterans at the K-Wing, before retiring. On the morning of July 17, 2025, her day started like any other. Her husband, Soli, thought she was just running her usual errands, grabbing groceries at the nearby plazas, maybe stopping by the shoppers at Fairview Mall, and then back home by noon. But noon came and went. She had forgotten her phone, and Soli stayed home just in case she returned. Instead, at around 2 p.m., there was a knock at the door, police officers standing there, ready to deliver news that would shatter his world. Shanaz had been attacked in the Parkway Forest Plaza in what police called an unprovoked assault. As she loaded groceries into the car, a lone masked suspect attempted to steal her car keys. Shanaz put up a fight and, in the struggle, she was stabbed. She was left badly injured, and despite being rushed to the hospital, she didn't make it. The news of Shanaz's killing spread like wildfire, not just in her neighborhood but across the city. Social media exploded with shock and disbelief, with many asking how something so brutal could happen to someone so loved. Police presence in Parkway Forest ramped up overnight, but in the streets, the conversation went beyond safety. It was about how one senseless act had taken away a grandmother who embodied the best of Toronto. What followed in the wake of the shocking fatal stabbing was an intense citywide manhunt led by the city's Homicide and Missing Persons Unit. Police launched a full-scale investigative response, streamlining video surveillance analysis, deploying drone support, sending K9 units, and conducting door-to-door canvassing throughout surrounding neighborhoods. With mounting public concern and a suspect...
They was going so hard. They even DM'd, what's the name? Like, yo, you got any information on bro? They DM'd Underground. Like, yo, you got any information on bro? We got his number? We need that. You feel me? We need that.
At large, authorities secured a rare judicial authorization to publicly release the name and photo of the suspect. Then came the bombshell. Police named 14-year-old Kymani Wint as the suspect. From that moment, the story flipped. Wint disappeared without a trace, leaving family and friends wondering where he'd gone. Investigators zeroed in on the youth's commute habits, noting his frequent use of the TTC, especially having been spotted at Kennedy Station around noon on the day of the attack. Still, that wasn't enough to find the team. Then, less than 24 hours later, under an Instagram post talking about the murder, Wint dropped a bombshell. He was going live later that night.
Remember, he always chasing clout. He one of them niggas that gotta live. Like, he need that attention, you feel me? He need that attention. So, look, dumbass move right here. He playing checkers.
What followed was the now infamous interview with YouTuber Underground Nation. Wint opened up about his rough upbringing, saying he grew up in Ardwick and looked up to Boulevard Biz, his favorite rapper. He also shouted out Brown Boy, Tricks, and 3M French as other artists he listened to heavy. Later, he moved to Parkway, also known as Uptop Don Mills, where he inherited the local street politics that came with the neighborhood. Wint revealed he got kicked out of his home at just 13, though it's more likely he ran away, and during that period he was reported missing on 6 different occasions.
The first thing I'm gonna ask you, man, is how you feeling right now, fam? How's it going?
Broski, man's are OTR right now, fam. Yo, I don't even know what's going on, because, yo.
Imagine being able to build an app.
Nigga said, I don't even know what's going on, and niggas is on the run right now. Nigga, you stabbed somebody. That's what the fuck is going on, nigga. What the fuck is niggas be talking about?
Go on? I'm not even scared like that. Man's been on the run bare times. You see what I'm saying? It's like, not even scared like that. Man's been on the run bare times. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, yo, it's an idiot thing. You see what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the people telling you like to turn yourself in?
Broski, fam, at the end of the day, they're just man that they're not making their change and outside like me. You see what I'm saying? Broski, I'm out here making my advance. I'm gonna send you some pictures of me with my rollie, my chain and shit, broski. These don't have what I have. Get that?
Yo, none of that shit mean shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. None of that shit mean shit, you feel me? None of that shit mean shit, cause once they put you in them cuffs and they take all that shit off of you, nigga, you're back and you're done. You feel me? You're done.
In your fucking head.
Which ends are you repping? You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly didn't get to know much about this. I was just checking out the surface stuff.
All I've gone. I've been in. I live in the Olive my whole life, but I rep the Boulevard. You see what I'm saying? But I live in Don Mills for 5 years. So I'm gonna go 10 down. You see what I'm saying?
Send me those snippet. Someone here in the chat says that he did not have any, like, your parents weren't supporting you like that.
No, they weren't, bro.
How do you feel about that? And how does that?
I told you. All I'm gonna say is when you have kids, make sure you have a proper roof over your head, money in your hand, and food in your fridge. That's all I have to say, broski. So that your kids don't have to go outside and go make change and turn into what I am right now. You see what I'm saying?
He's fucked up.
So you feel like you're just a product of your environment.
I guess, but like, it's not only that. There's other shit that gone. You get what I'm saying? The other shit
other
too.
factors and shit. Yeah.
Real spill. I'm not even scared like that. Man's been on the run bare time.
You're about to go to jail for life, kid.
It's like, it's an idiot thing. You see what I'm saying?
As the interview went on, he bragged about being out on bail for stealing cars, and, in a moment that stunned viewers, he openly confessed to the murder of Shanaz Pistanji.
It's not none new for you. And like you said, you just got out for something. What happened?
Broski, I just got out the free car. I mean, I got out the bin for beer free cars. Man, them got a fucking Benz. Yo, beer free cars. The idiot thing, yo. I got out a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
And look, you already doing dumb shit.
Oh, wow, gone. I was trying to get the V from her as a free car, so man, them whip it and do 1, 2 things in it. But fam, it went left. Cause yo, she didn't give me the.
Look, bro. I understand we was bringing it to the chop shop, you flipping the bread, you feel me? Now you're getting a big bag. You feel me? But you just want to hit 1, 2 licks, nigga. Hit that shit on the fucking one of them little scooter shits, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's why it's an idiot thing. You feel me? It does not make sense why your mom triggered to do that shit, bro. Like, it's something mentally wrong with him, too. You feel me?
So I yoked her. And then, I yoked her and I got the keys.
Idiot thing.
And then the feds came out. I had to caught as soon as they came out. So, like, it's an idiot thing.
So the feds were already on the scene?
No. Somebody came outside, yelled, and then they caught the fed. Yo, fam, all walk one. I poked her. I caught, and fam, I wasn't even.
And then his mans is in the back telling him, "Relax, bro. You're doing too much on the live." You feel me?
Yo, don't hang.
Why would you say this?
Would you change what happened, or do you regret all this? That one situation that happened with the lady?
Fam, all walk one low key, yeah, cause fam, that was an idiot thing. I can't lie. After I think about it, she didn't deserve it. So.
After I thought about it,
I feel like nobody deserves this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so low key, fam, I wouldn't have done that. So I'm not gonna lie.
Was it an accident? Like what? It was like sure.
I already told him it was an accident. So I didn't even mean to kill her. You know.
The interview went viral and even made news headlines, but instead of laying low, Wint stepped into the spotlight. During his time on the run, videos started leaking randomly, clips showing him riding the TTC while smoking, flashing guns, and driving recklessly through the streets of Toronto. He even created a new TikTok account where he provided the world with a glimpse of what his life was like while on the run.
I'm baffled. Gang. He's not taking his life serious whatsoever. I'm baffled. He has no OG. He left from his parents' house. His parents kicked him out, whatever happened. Yeah, gang. He's a lost cause. For real.
Huh?
You don't do shit, you bought it from the chain?
Nah.
You bought it for it? You bought it by chain for it?
What?
You bought it by chain for it?
Yeah.
Outside with gang, you know, man. Smoking DQ, SK. Smoking all the deads, man.
Still haven't even, still haven't even asked my mom yet.
So fuck it. You literally just walked out your house, man.
The kid was everywhere, making it clear he wasn't scared of the consequences. Thankfully, after a relentless 3-day manhunt, Toronto police finally tracked him down. On Sunday, July 20th, they made the arrest, coordinated across multiple units, bringing the 14-year-old into custody in Toronto. Wint got hit with second-degree murder charges right away, and the whole city was shook, not just because the cops moved fast, but because an innocent grandmother's life had been taken and now a 14-year-old kid was caught up in a murder case nobody could believe.
What has become of the next generation of our children? A 14-year-old, Kymani, went from Toronto, is wanted for second-degree murder after allegedly stabbing a 71-year-old while she was loading groceries into her car in a parking lot in North York. Stabbed her to death. We are seeing these crimes every single day. People are being killed in unprovoked attacks by children. We need to revise the Youth Justice Act. If you can do these heinous crimes, you can do the time.
Bro, like these YNs are literally disciples of the devil, bro. They're literally killing anybody they see at this point. Bro, like there's absolutely no way you've made an op with a 70-year-old lady. What did she do? What could she have possibly done for you to go and kill her like that?
Nah, bro. You new age parents, y'all need to beat your children, bro. Because me, back in those days, I wasn't doing that shit because you know what I was thinking? My mom's about to beat my motherfucking ass.
When news broke that the suspect was just 14, Toronto's social media scene erupted with disbelief and frustration. People struggled to comprehend how someone so young could be involved in such a violent crime. On Reddit, one user wrote, 14 years old, dude is a lost cause. Others questioned the Youth Criminal Justice Act, which protects the identities of young offenders, wondering if it truly balanced protecting youth with community safety. One user said, no matter the age, if you purposely take a life, your name and face should be exposed. Over on Twitter, people weren't holding back. Under a post about Toronto police suddenly pulling back the judicial authorization to publicly share Wint's name and photo, one user snapped, too fucking bad. Keep naming and posting the evil fuck's name and photos. Anyone think his family didn't know how violent he was? They should be charged as well. It was raw, unfiltered anger, the kind that comes when people feel the system's protecting the wrong side. That outrage only grew when, on the very same day Wint's identity was released, the Supreme Court of Canada made adult sentences for young offenders nearly impossible. In a landmark decision, the court struck down parts of the law that made it easier to try minors as adults, ruling that prosecutors now have to meet an extremely high bar to justify it, even for violent crimes like murder. For most cases, it means the max a youth can get is 7 years, with rehabilitation as the main goal, not punishment, a shift that left many feeling like justice was slipping further out of reach. Canadians are clearly fed up, and this isn't just about the suspect, nor is it a city-specific issue. Teen violence is on the rise across the country. Back in December 2022.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do that though, but I see say if he get the 7 years, right? See if he get the 7 years, right? He 14. Soon that nigga turn 17. I let him do 3 years. 17, about to turn 18. We gonna do a retrial, whatever. Nigga, you gotta go back. fuck the rehabilitation shit or the little after school program that niggas is talking about. He know what he did. Like, he know what he did, bro. Nah, stop giving him a slap on the wrist. Fuck that shit.
59-year-old Ken Lee was swarmed and stabbed to death in downtown Toronto by 8 girls aged 13 to 16. Cops arrested them nearby and they were initially charged with second-degree murder, but most walked with reduced sentences, with one getting a light 15 months probation. Then in Pickering, a sadistic and cowardly random stabbing back in May claimed 83-year-old Eleanor Downey and a 14-year-old boy was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Toronto is not the only place on edge. Over in Hamilton, a 17-year-old suspect is now wanted for second-degree murder and attempted murder after a shooting that killed a bystander in downtown Hamilton. Police have previously said that the suspect opened fire on 3 individuals who appear to have been the intended targets, resulting in one of them sustaining a non-life-threatening gunshot injury. The suspect then allegedly continued to shoot, resulting in an innocent bystander being struck and killed by an errant bullet. Now, what does all this tell us? It's a country facing a youth crime spike that isn't isolated, it's everywhere. Add in corrupt tow truck unions putting teenagers on arson jobs to torch rival yards, and gangs recruiting kids.
That's when the nigga ain't pay his payments. You feel me? The nigga ain't pay his payments, and he knew the nigga that towed this truck. This is what happened. You wanna take my car? Alright, bet. Or the nigga was parking somewhere he wasn't supposed to park. And the nigga got his shit.
Unions putting teenagers on arson jobs to torch.
This is your work truck and you gotta come outside. And you don't know what young nigga did this shit. That's tough. I'm calling the insurance company ASAP.
Rival yards, and gangs recruiting kids to carjack luxury vehicles and flip them for cash or parts. And it's clear, Toronto's at a boiling point. The streets are turning young offenders into disposable foot soldiers, knowing full well the Youth Criminal Justice Act shields them from the kind of sentences adults would face. Wint's trial is still playing out, and the court's gotta figure out how to keep the city safe while still leaving room for a kid to turn his life around. For a lot of people in Toronto, it's a wake-up call, proof we need real programs that actually reach youth before they get caught up in the streets. This isn't just one crime, it's a snapshot of a city dealing with rising youth violence, kids getting pulled into situations they can't undo, and families left picking up the pieces. It's also a look at how social media can turn tragedy into clout, and how that clout can become dangerous for vulnerable teens. A year before this, Wint was chasing recognition, maybe as ambition, or maybe as a quiet cry for help. Now, his name's tied to a loss the city won't forget, and his story's a warning. If we don't reach these kids before the streets do, we're just counting down to the next headline.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback most.
I think he was just a crash out though. Like, cause he did say some important information though. Like he said when you have kids, right? He was saying how he really felt. When you got kids, just make sure you feel me, take care of them, put food in the refrigerator, you feel me? You know, got some clothes on their back, you feel me? So they don't gotta go to the streets or gotta be like a kid like him. He did give out a little bit of game on all that whole bullshit, you feel me? And that's true though, you feel me? That's true. The better you take care of your kids and then you guide them in the right way, the less that they might go into the streets, you feel me? That's facts, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, Toronto going crazy with the young niggas, bro. Young niggas, y'all gotta start watching TV or some shit because stop listening to this rap music. Cause y'all going crazy, feel me? Y'all just hearing innocent people so y'all can feel cool. Talk about y'all go to body. That shit not cool. Shit not cool, not acceptable. When Mrs. Wint right here, I mean Kymani Wint right here, you feel me? He did what he did and then started making a new TikTok showing his life on the run, smoking on the train, talking about DQ and SK. Wasn't cool. That wasn't cool, Jack. Wasn't cool at all, bro. Wasn't cool. Feel me? You killed the older lady. She out here helping the community. She taking care of her grandkids, her daughter. She got a husband at home. And you fucking up people's lives. You feel me? Interrupting people's lives. This shit should never happen. You feel me? Should never happen. But W Doc again from Six Tails. Shout outs to Underground. Shout outs to Underground. You feel me? What else, gang? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the gram. ITSALLADREAMTV _. And we on to the next video. Y'all said